Hi everyone, this is Patrick Daubert with the Dorado County Master Gardeners. And out in the garden today, it's a nice spring day, and this is your Garden Minute. Hi everyone, I'm out in the greenhouse today. This is Patrick, one of the UC Master Gardeners in Dorado County, and we're going to do a very quick talk about seedlings. And the first thing is to talk about is the crushing blow about what you're going to do about your seeds either not germinating or having too many. So you can have the luck of having only one seed like this and it grows and then you're super excited, but it may not. So what do? We put in 8 seeds because then we get a more better chance, and then you have 8 that grow and you have to decide, are you going to pull these out? Those that have done seedlings a long time have no problem, but those of us that still feel bad about pulling our seedlings, it's just going to happen. Or find whatever there is, 8, 10 pots and get 10 chili peppers if that's what you want. Okay, so that's the first step. All right, next one. Let's talk about this cherry tomato. This is a black strawberry tomato, and we're going to introduce a couple things. This is the cotyledon, and you can see this leaf is different than its more mature leaf, more characteristic leaf that you might see in a tomato. So this is its nursery leaf, its baby leaf. This will eventually fall off. It has done its job, getting it its first little bit of growth. Now, once you start seeing these mature leaves, it's time to start doing a couple things. First is you now want to separate if you've got a whole bunch of plants in there, because that's not going to do well for the plants. They're all going to compete. So separate these out, either cull the ones that you don't want or find a whole bunch of pots and get a whole bunch of plants. It's time to get this off of a heat mat if you used a heat mat. And it's time to start thinking about how you're going to water and how you're going to do light. So this plant now needs a lot of light, and some people are using up to 14 hours of grow lights a day. If you don't, then it needs to be in the sun, and you might even put it on a cloudy day, put it out in the sun and have a nice sunny bath. But it does need more light than it did as a seedling. So that's something to consider when you start having a lot of space requirements for your plants. Next is watering. We would prefer or recommend watering from the bottom so that your plant is drinking and not drowning. So you could put this in a tray and then water, and once that water's been there for 1 or 2 days, you can dump it out and replace it. And next one is a fan. So we want the stem of this seedling to start getting some strength, because out in the natural world, it would have a slight breeze, and that gives the plant strength. So if you have an oscillating fan, then that would be very useful in your young seedlings. And what we want is the plant to vibrate, so such as this. We don't want it toppling over, but a slight vibration is really healthy for plant growth. So just remember, when you start seeing these mature leaves, it's time to start thinking about how you're going to get this thing to grow into a more adult plant. These cotyledons are going to fall off. Water from the bottom. Get rid of your heat mats. So think about how you're going to do your lights. Your lights are going to be very, very important, whether it's going to be sun or LED lights or grow lights. And don't forget the fan. That's it. Hope you have an awesome day. And I'm sorry that was 3 minutes, not 1 minute. See you, bye.